Did it.
Hello, everybody. Welcome. This is your girl, Mrs. Deveter, here with my friend Jessica. I am so excited. So, as you guys know, technology, it's never fun. It's never nice to me. And this morning, it was not nice to me. So, because I don't want to lose Miss Jessica, I'm just going to have her on the screen with me while I say my good mornings and my hello, friends to everybody. And then we'll chat and we'll have so much fun as usual. So come on in, tell your friends. Mrs. Deveter is now live, and we are going to talk about Crochet Foundry Magazine, the July issue. So super excited. So, Jessica, I am just going to say hello to my friends as they come on the screen, and you can smile and wave at them too. Okay. So, hello to you, Christina and Aunt Candy, Jen and Chris. Hey, Chris. And Sandra. Who else do I have in the room with me today? Come on in, everybody. Hi, Lori. Lori was here early. She was here at 10:33. She's in Michigan and she was ready for the party. So hello to you. Hey, Susan in Queens, New York. Hello to you, Marlene in Kansas. I am always so happy. Hey, Kayla. Hey, Hal Crochets. I'm so glad that you guys took some time out of your morning to come and hang out with me. So you all know, if you were following last week, I got the wonderful opportunity, Jessica, to finally meet the Furls girls. So I got to meet Lorraine, I got to meet Pam, Crystal, Megan, and Megan's mom. It was awesome. Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah. We were at the CGOA conference in New Orleans, and that was my very first time in New Orleans. It was hot as I don't know what, but it was amazing. I went with my friend Michelle, who actually introduced me to Furls. So she got to meet the Furls ladies as well. So that was super cool. It was a fun time. We really had a great time.
So cool.
Yeah. So now your sound is a little wonky. It sounds like you're I don't know.
Can you hear me now?
Nope. It's like a
Okay.
it's like an
This is
echo.
what we're doing. We'll go like this.
Let's see. Okay, now talk. Let's see.
Hello.
That's much. Yeah, I don't know what that was happening before. So I think we're good. I think we have everybody in the room. Those of you who come and join us later, welcome to the party. I don't want to hang out for a long time because I want everybody to get back to their works in progress. It is, after all, Wednesday, and I know y'all are making stuff. Like, I have a rogue head just sitting here waiting for something to happen today. So, Jessica, introduce yourself to the audience. Let them know who you are and what you do, and why in the world are you chatting with Mrs. Deveter today?
Okay. Hi everyone. My name is Jessica Herr, and I am the owner of Herr Stitches. I design size inclusive crochet patterns, primarily like cardigans, sweaters, and a sundress. If you saw this month's issue of Crochet Foundry. During the day, I am a neuroscientist.
Oh,
And I do this at night. So it is a lot of fun. Two very different things.
two very different sides of your brain. Holy moly, a neuroscientist?
Yeah.
What exactly is a neuroscientist? What in the world do you do?
So I basically do experiments all day. I look at zebrafish and I look at their brains and all that the fun stuff that goes along with that. So it's really cool, and I actually feel like crochet helps because the fine motor skills of like crocheting helps with like pipetting like pipetting things. So like it really, and like I have to look at things under the microscope and like use like a lot of fine motor skills there. And like I literally feel like crochet, like when I picked up crochet, my fine motor skills like went through the roof, like with my experiments and stuff like that. Like
Oh
it
my
helped so much.
goodness.
Yeah.
I was impressed with you before, but I am even more impressed with you, neuroscientist. Y'all, I'm speaking to a neuroscientist. Just thought y'all should know that that's who I'm talking to today. Oh my goodness, Jessica, that is so extremely exciting and
Thank you.
cool. So when I have to do the beginning to and then up to speed to what you do now, but when did you start crocheting?
So I learned how to crochet from my grandma when I was maybe like 8, like the regular stuff, like your grandmom crochets and you're like, what are you doing? So she taught me, and I remember thinking it was super cool, but all I could do was like go do little circles. Like that was all I could do.
I mean, you're doing circles. All I could do was a string. That's it. I was just doing a chain, honey.
I couldn't even do the string. I couldn't figure it out. I couldn't like figure out how to do a string. So all I could do was like little circles that I wrapped around my phone. Like I like that was it.
I love it.
So then I stopped, and then I was actually doing an interview for graduate school for my neuroscientist program. And I was interviewing at different schools, and I had to stay in a hotel room one night. Like they made me stay there for the interview, and I had nothing to do. And there was like a Joann's nearby. So I was like, oh, like I guess I could get some yarn and like start doing that. And that was, I think, 2018. And then I started doing that. And then after that, I like found like crochet Instagram and like seeing all the cool things that people were making. And then after that, I was like, oh, like I want to make something, like I want to design something. So I just kind of dove right in. So like Her Stitches itself was born probably like, I think it was like 2020. I want to say like end of 2020, I started designing. So it's been super fun. I love doing it.
Oh my goodness. I mean, I say this every time I interview someone because all of you designers are just so amazing, but you've like only been designing since 2020, 2018, and like you're making dresses. Okay? Here I am, still trying to figure out my life. I don't know how to design a thing. I am the ultimate pattern reader. And you started 2018, 2020. You came up with a company.
Thank you. No, I don't know how you make the dolls. I can't wrap my head around how to do that. I'm going to be honest. Like I see that, and every time I'm like, oh, that's so cute. And I'm like, I have no idea how to do that.
Listen, if you can tackle a garment, you can tackle a doll. It just probably would be too easy for you. You're like, oh,
no.
that's so easy. Tell us about this beautiful dress that's on the cover. No less. On the cover of the magazine, everybody. Tell us about your dress.
So the dress I designed is called the Lemon Drop Sundress. And basically I heard the theme before I came up with the design. So I knew the design was pink, or the theme was pink lemonade. So I really wanted to make something that sort of like, I don't know, captured that like fun, light summer vibe. So I ultimately decided on like a pink sundress, and it's super easy. It's actually just like a tube. And then at different points, you just like increase for your hips. And then it has like a sweetheart neckline, but that's something you add at the end, like after you're completely done. So it's kind of like, it looks way more complicated than it actually is. It's actually like super easy. So I went with the yellow, and then I decided, because it was like pink lemonade, I added like the pink accents, like the little belts and the straps. I know I always like to like show off like my waist, so I like having like belts on dresses. Like you don't have to put the belt if you don't want to, but I always like that, so that's why I added that on there. And somebody said that it looked like those like vintage Lily Pulitzer dresses from like the 90s. And
Yes.
I was not going for that at all. But then after I saw that, I was like, oh my gosh, it does look like that. Like
It's
it was subconscious.
so pretty.
Thank you.
It's so pretty. What stitches did you use for the dress?
I used the griddle stitch.
Ooh,
It's like
what's
alternating double crochet and single crochet. So you
okay?
literally just alternate the whole entire time.
Okay.
And then that like literally that's the whole thing. It's super easy. Like once you get into it, it's a little weird at first, like switching stitches every stitch, but you get into like such a rhythm with it that like you don't, after the first row you're just like sitting there like crocheting.
It just goes on and on.
Yeah.
I love it. We got some new folks coming in. Hello, everybody. I'm so glad you guys could join us. I usually do my hello friends and all that. I have a t-shirt that says hello friends now. But the StreamYard was giving me drama, so I was just like, we're just going to start. Miss Jessica is here. We're ready. We're going to talk about this amazing dress that she has in the Crochet Foundry July issue. It's beautiful. Tell us again what it's called.
The Lemon Drop Sundress. I love it. And the cool thing is, it's actually worked from the top down.
Okay.
So you can like keep trying it on for length. Like you don't have to make it, like you can make it longer, you can make it shorter. It's really up to you. But you get to like decide when to stop, like decide when it's long enough for you.
I love it. Now let me ask you this question. If you watch my lives or if you've watched anything, you know that I'm not a gauge swatcher. I have to gauge swatch.
You do. I mean, I guess you could risk it. I mean, you could, theoretically, you could risk it. It's high risk, but you could.
Pam, she said I could risk it.
Yeah, you could risk it. It might be very frustrating at the end. There was one time somebody messaged me after, like, I guess they bought one of my patterns and then they made it, and they were like, my only complaint about this pattern is that it's 12 inches too tight. And I was like, 12 inches? Like, I was like, did you gauge swatch? Like, that's pretty extreme. Right. And they just never responded.
That's because they did not gauge swatch. It wasn't me. I didn't do it. It wasn't me. But they didn't gauge swatch.
Yeah, they did. I was like, 12 inches. Like,
that's a lot. That's a lot. That's not a mistake. Like,
yeah, I was like, I don't think that's on me.
So I didn't do it. I told you at the beginning to gauge swatch. I told you what to do. Now, how did you learn how to write patterns? Did you take a pattern class? Did you do stuff online? Like, how did you learn how to write?
I didn't learn. I did like a few of other people's patterns. So I made Janine Miska of Knits and Knots. I made one or two of her patterns. And then Evelyn and Peter Crochet, Rachel Misner, I made one of her patterns. And then after that, I was like, now I'll try. And I didn't take any classes. I just looked up, like, I guess because I'm good at, like, since I'm a scientist, like, I was like, this is all numbers. Like, this is all math. I can do this.
Yeah.
And there's this website called the CYC Standard Measurements. So I just go to that every time and then convert all of the different measurements for the different sizes to what I want to do. So it's all.
What is that site again?
CYC Standard Measurements.
Standard Measurements. I'm sure everybody in the who's watching has heard of that before, but I'm a newbie, so I've never heard of that. And that's super cool info to share. Thank you for that. So you go there and you do the maths and you are like, I'm going to do this thing. What's the first thing you designed?
Oh my gosh. The first thing I designed was my Ava cardigan. It's like this neutral cardigan. It's actually made with the griddle stitch, like the sundress.
Okay.
It's just like an oversized, neutral, like your go-to cardigan, like one you just
Okay.
like kind of grab as you go out the door. And I've been chasing the success of that one ever since. Like,
Really?
yeah, I can't. Like, I released that one,
Uh-huh.
and it went so well, and I was like, oh my gosh, like this is nothing, this is so easy. And then after that, like, I mean, they've all been good, but like
Right.
that one is like the one, like
That's the one.
everybody loves. And I'm like, I have other stuff.
Right. So would you say that the griddle stitch is one of your favorite stitches?
Yes.
Yeah.
And you can do it different ways. You can do it where like every row you work like a double crochet into the single crochet from the previous round.
Mm-hmm.
Or you can do, it's called like a crumpled griddle stitch, and then you work like the double crochet into the double crochet, the single crochet into the single crochet. And it makes it look really different, but it just makes like a really plushy, like nice fabric. Like the
I like
texture
that.
just looks like very pretty.
Ooh, I like that. I'm gonna have to experiment with the griddle stitch. I think that's super cool. What do you have coming up? What's going on new? You have anything on your site? Anything you want to promote?
Oh yeah. So I just released it's called the honeybee cardigan.
Ooh.
And it's made with the new We Crochet Galileo colors.
Mm-hmm.
That one's super simple. It's just half double crochet. And
Mm-hmm.
at the bottom, it has like this detail that makes it look like a honeycomb. So that's why I call it the honeybee cardigan.
Very, very cool. And that's available where? Where can
That's
folks
on
get
my Etsy, my Ravelry, and We Crochet as well.
that? Okay.
But you can buy it's just Her Stitches. So
Okay.
I'm like at her.stitches on Instagram, and then Her Stitches on Ravelry and Etsy, I believe. But that's there. And then I don't know if I can say this, but I'll be in the fall and winter issue of Crochet Foundry. So stay tuned. The fall one, like I can't show it to you or anything, but it's like it blew my mind. I was so happy. I was like,
Can't wait to see it. Can you tease what it might be? I know it's what you know.
it's not a dress.
Okay, it's not a dress, everybody. All
Yeah.
right, that's enough. You don't have to give us
Yes.
any more. We'll take it as it's not a dress,
It's not a
but I'm
dress.
sure it's going to be something awesome and wearable. I am so excited that you were able to come and join me today. This was it took a little bit of doing, but we made it happen.
You got there.
It's the end of July, but we still got a July issue live in here. You guys, I would love to give away a copy of the July issue. So I will ask you all to put in, type in Her Stitches, and then we're going to do a little scroll for the, we'll do a little scroll and I'll have Jessica tell me to stop. But Her Stitches, and I would love to see how people spell her to see if they made the connection. I'm a tricky somebody. So let's see what you guys do. Her Stitches in the comment section, and I will select a winner. Jessica is going to tell me when to stop. So come on in, put your comments in. We want to give away one issue of the magazine to a very lucky winner. Tell me about the hook you used for this beautiful dress.
I used my Odyssey
Yes,
hook.
ma'am.
I love it. It's so pretty.
Yes.
Yeah, I used this one. And then I have to give a shout out to the new one that you guys. That
She's
the
so
green
pretty.
one, glitter. Like what?
So stinking.
I love that one too. But I did use the Odyssey. I really like this one's like heavier.
Mm-hmm.
It's good, like to
really get in there.
You really get in there.
Yeah, you really get in there and really work those stitches.
Yeah.
I love it. I think it's, Odyssey is definitely my go-to hook for my dolls. But I made a blanket and I use my, which one? Oh no, I use the metal hook Did you get the
Oh, I
metal one?
didn't get that one. I've been looking at it online and then it was sold out.
It
And
is
I
sold out.
was like, oh,
So sorry. That one is
yeah,
sold out. The birthday hook is sold out. I'm like, good Lord, when y'all gonna get the hooks back in stock?
I
But
know.
I know that the team is working really, really hard, and that there are some new things that are coming down the line. So just pay attention to your emails if you aren't signed up for the Crochet Foundry or Furls Crochet emails. You want to be on those newsletters so that you know exactly what's going on in the world of furls and Crochet Foundry. Okay, now we can stop, and you tell me when to stop, and I will select a winner. So
Okay.
I'm scrolling.
Stop.
All right. Marlene, congratulations. You are the winner of the July issue of the Crochet Foundry Magazine. And
Yay.
I am just going to put it in the chat. You are the winner. Please, so you know what we do. Please email support at crochetfoundry.com with the subject. What's today's date? So
27th, July 27th.
I can't spell. JECT. 7/27. Mrs. Deveter winner. Congratulations to you, Marlene. Please, please, please email us at support at crochetfoundry.com. And in the subject line, you can put in July 27th winner, and you will get your issue of the magazine. I am so excited. Yay, yay, yay. Congratulations to you. Do we have any questions for Jessica in the comment section? Anybody have questions you want to ask? Do you only pull from YouTube comments? No, ma'am. I do not only pull from YouTube comments. I pull from wherever the person says stop. And it just so happened that it was a YouTube comment. So we pull Facebook comments and YouTube. So congratulations to today's winner. Congratulations. Everybody is saying congratulations to Marlene. Now, Marlene, if you already have the July issue, then you will be in the running to get. We'll send you the August issue when it's available. We don't want to duplicate. So if you already have the July issue, just let us know and we'll send you the August issue. I think that's fair. Let's see what other folks are saying. I don't have any questions for you.
I see.
What you
Wait.
got? You see a question?
Yeah. What sizes are the dress pattern? It's extra small to 5X, so 9 sizes. And then I saw another one asking what hook I used. It was the 4mm. I don't know. Yeah, it says G. It's 4mm hook. And then somebody asked how long I've been designing. 2 years. I think that was all the questions I saw. And then somebody asked about my Instagram. It's at her.stitches on Instagram. I think if you just type in her, HERR stitches, it'll come up somewhere.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'm also on TikTok.
TikTok. All right.
Check that out.
I'll definitely have to follow you there. Very cool. Thank you again for hanging out with me today. And to those in the comment section who are slightly complaining about the person who won, it was a blind choice. I did not look to see how many times a person put in her stitches. I just scrolled and selected. So I apologize if you feel slated. Definitely come back to another live and you will, I'm sure, at some point be a winner. And yes, moving forward, please only put in the requested, whatever it is that we request you to put in. Please only put it in one time so that we make it fair for everyone. All right. I do apologize again for those of you who feel slighted. I do want everybody to be happy and satisfied. So please make sure that you come back to another live and we'll do it again. All right, everybody. Thank you so much, Jessica, again for hanging out with us. I'm really excited about your pattern. I'm going to do the garter stitch, not garter stitch, the griddle stitch. I don't know how to knit, so I'm not doing the garter stitch, but I will do the griddle stitch. I think it's super cool. It's something that I definitely want to try, and maybe I'll downsize the dress, use a small hook, and make it for one of my dolls.
Yay! Do that.
Right?
Yeah, I
Wait,
love that idea.
I think that would be a great idea. So I might try and see what I can come up with. But thank you again for hanging out with me today, Jessica. Really appreciate it. Best of luck to you, and can't wait to see what you have in the winter issues. I know it's going to
Yay!
be
Thank you.
awesome. All right, everybody, enjoy the rest of your day. Make sure that you are stretching. It is Wellness Wednesday. Whip and Wellness Wednesday. Make sure that you are stretching. Jessica, do you have any stretches that you would recommend for people who
Oh
just sit
God.
and crochet for hours and
Do
hours?
like this.
Yeah,
Do this.
yeah,
I like that one.
yeah. That's a
You
good
like get loose. Like,
Get
you know, get
loose.
your shoulders going. Go do a little like this.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good one because you don't realize how much tension is in your shoulders as you're sitting and crocheting. You're just going and going and going because your hands don't hurt because you're using a furls hook. So you're just going, but the rest of your body is really being impacted. Yeah, your body is tensing. So
and sit
make
straight.
sure sit straight. Yes, ma'am.
Sit straight.
The neuroscientist said sit straight. That's right. You got to listen to the neuroscientist. Thank you again, Jessica. Make sure you guys stretch, get that whip done. We'd love to see what you made on Finished Friday. Have an amazing remainder of your day, everyone. Bye.
Bye.